Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Adam's out sick, so Chike, it's me and you. What you got?
All right, so I finally saw The Substance, which stars Demi Moore, Margaret Qualley, and Dennis Quaid. And I'll just tell you from the rip, I've been a Demi Moore fan before people even knew about a Demi Moore. I was watching the B movies. I was a fan since she was an actress on General Hospital back in the day, and I was very interested in this film because I haven't seen her in much, as of late. And, this movie just came out. And I heard all this talk about Oscar buzz for her for this role.
Yeah.
So, and then I heard the movie itself was controversial, and then you shouldn't see it alone. And it's really like a introspective piece on self-loathing. So I had to check it out. And I finally saw it. And wow, because it's sold as uh, um, a horror film, like a body horror film.
hmm
So you have an actress who is aging. She was popular, legendary, and um, she starts to do an aerobic show. She has a aerobic show that comes on every week, and just to hold and maintain her celebrity. And she's now um, I guess she's in her. I'm trying to remember how old she is in the film, but she's over the hill to be an actress, right?
Right.
So she overhears a conversation about the producers wanting to get rid of her and bringing someone young, and that sends her spiraling mentally about you know what she can do to maintain, what can she do to salvage herself, and then there's this thing called the substance where you can take this substance and it's supposed to be able to make a better you. So without
Mm.
spoiling you on what happens in the film, she basically takes the substance and then the course, takes hold. And it's this roller coaster ride of her spiraling into this space of trying to be better than she was before. And there's so
Mm.
many messages in here and there's so many metaphors. I just think that it's a beautiful art piece if you can get past, because it's very gory. If you can get past the gore, there's a lot of nudity. If you can get past that, about the subject matter and what they're actually talking about as opposed to what they're showing you, you'll receive the message and the beauty of this film. I
Mm.
applaud her for taking this role because it's, with her being an actual woman of a certain age and have gone through some of the things that are actually in this film, I thought it was quite brave of her as an actress to expose herself, to this art this way. So she had to know it in order to deliver it.
Yeah.
And she does a wonderful job. Margaret does a wonderful job. Dennis does a wonderful job. I just highly recommend it, but just be on guard. It's really gross.
Mm. Okay. Well, I saw two movies. It's official Christmas movie season. I was watching Sherry Shepherd, her show one day, and
Mhm.
they had the cast of Sisters, BT Sisters on there, and one of the characters, Devell Ellis, he they were also talking about a Christmas movie they had coming out. So I was
Mhm.
scrolling through Saturday night, and I see the movie on there, and it's featuring him and Christina Milian. And remember Kofi from Queen Sugar? He's in
Mhm.
there, and the acapella group Pentatonics. It's kind of
Mhm.
centered around them in a sense, but it actually was a really good movie. I love a good Christmas movie. It's no longer than 90 minutes, and this just hit it. That's why I watched it, and it was actually really, really good. It was really good. It did take some turns that were kind of interesting, but it was actually really good. It was one of the
What is it on?
Oh, it's on Netflix. On Netflix. So check
Okay.
it out. It's called Meet Me Next Christmas. That's what it's called on Netflix.
Okay.
Then I saw Megan Thee Stallion in her own words. It's her documentary. It was on Prime Video, and that was really good. And a lot of people. It talks about the beginning to where she is today. She talks about the Tory Lanez case where he allegedly shot her in the foot. And for those who doubt her, if that happened, watch the documentary. I don't see how you would doubt it.
Mm.
Um, it has audio of him calling her former best friend and pretty much admitting to doing it. but then it
Mhm.
showed how arrogant he was during the trial, how he lied about it, how her best friend didn't have her back. But really, what for her, what took a turn, this was before this incident, her mother, who was a rapper, she didn't obviously make it big, but she was a rapper. That's when Megan fell in love with rap as a young kid. And her mom really helped steer her career. Like, and her mom, and it wasn't like from like a mom's perspective, it was like from someone who knows music. And that was her like biggest cheerleader, her best friend. And then her mom suddenly passes away. And Megan felt like she didn't have anyone guiding her. So she felt herself kind of all over the place, turning up a lot, um, and so it shows how that void, and it also showed the power of social media because she was always checking social media, reading the comments, and it really just caught. I didn't even realize she had to check into like a mental health camp and take some
Mhm.
time off. She canceled all her dates and everything because it just wasn't fun for her anymore. You know what I mean? Because of all the backlash and people saying things about her online as relates to this case of Tory Lanez and all that. But it was actually really good. It was about 2 hours long, but it was really, really good. And it really does just shows her, and also shows that everyone is not. I'm not saying this about her, but everyone's not built to be famous or a celebrity. It
Very
takes a
true.
toll and it makes you insecure.
Mhm.
And here she is, one of the biggest rappers of our time, female rappers of our time, and she was so insecure and
She's still human though.
yeah, yep. And then when you have the whole world talking about, she said, "I feel like no one likes me. I feel like
Mhm.
no one likes me." But and I also talked on the Gayle King interview, where she lied about having a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez. She said they had sex maybe once or twice on a drunk night, but she didn't realize Gail was going to ask her that question.
Mhm.
But when she hesitated and answered it, everyone knew she was lying. You know, but yeah, but it was good. It was hearing her in her own words, talking about things as they happen. Showed a lot of footage. If you're a fan of hers, you definitely love it. So again, that's Megan Thee Stallion and her words on Prime Video. Anything coming down the pipeline for you?
No, hopefully something interesting. I want something to come my way. You
Yeah.
know, I will say thus far, up until now, I have watched some good movies.
Mhm.
I want that to keep happening, but I don't have anything that's standing out right now that I want to see. I saw the movies that I said I wanted to see thus far.
Yeah.
Uh, I am looking forward to the Christmas release of Nosferatu,
Mm.
the re-release. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. I saw this other documentary. I'll talk about it later. This woman, it was really the basis of the documentary was about catfishing. This woman, I don't know, she ignored all the signs. And she was catfished for nearly 10 years. Turned
Oh
out
God.
her cousin that was doing it.
Wow.
I'll talk about that later on. But Chike, as always, thank you for letting us know what to spend our time and money on, what not to. When we come back, Black Owned Business Spotlight, right back after this.